gonna go ahead and put together an all-purpose chicken rub. So we're gonna start off with a 1/4 cup of fine salt. If you wish, you can make this salt-free by leaving the salt out altogether. Moving on, we have 2 tablespoons of paprika, a tablespoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon of dried minced garlic, a tablespoon of onion powder, a tablespoon of dried minced onion, a tablespoon of crushed bay leaf. Now I just took my whole bay leaf and I crushed it between my fingers. A tablespoon of dried basil, tablespoon of dried oregano, tablespoon of dried marjoram, and a teaspoon each of thyme, dried thyme, ground rosemary, and ground celery seed. Most of you have these items on your spice rack. You know how I like to do it. I put this on a parchment so that all I have to do is kind of bring everything together and slide it in my jar. And I like to make sure that there's enough room in the jar for shaking. So we'll go ahead and give this a good shake until everything is well combined and tumbled together. And there you have our version of... Now we're going to make a really basic barbecue rub that's a lovely thing to give and receive. We're going to start off with 1 cup of kosher salt, 1 cup of granulated white sugar, 1 cup of brown sugar, a 1/2 cup of chili powder, a 1/2 cup of paprika, a 1/2 cup of cracked black pepper, a 1/4 cup of garlic powder, a 1/4 cup of onion powder, and both of these are granulated. I only ever use granulated onion and garlic. And there's 2 tablespoons of cayenne pepper, which is optional and you can leave it out. Alternatively, you can switch this out with chipotle powder or ancho chili powder. It's entirely up to you. We're just going to go ahead and we're going to put all these ingredients into a bowl and we're going to mix them up and jar them up. And because this has brown sugar in it, you may want to put on a pair of gloves and get in here with your fingers to make sure that there's no clumpage. You can use your mixer for this too if you like. And I'll be back when this is all mixed together. Okay, I did put a glove on and get my hands in here, and what you want to do is just make sure this is super incorporated and there are no lumps. See, like there's still a little bit of lumpage from my brown sugar. But just go on and get in there and even it out and it's going to look really pretty. And then jar it up just like this. Alright, we're all ready to make another spice blend, and this one is totally perfect for summer. This is a burger and fry seasoning blend that's going to be perfect for all your summer barbecues and beyond. We're going to be able to use this to season up burgers, ribs, chicken, fries, any kind of veggie, you name it. This has all the flavors that you would find in a burger or a really good steak. What we're going to start off with is a 1/4 cup of salt. I'm using Himalayan pink salt. You can use whatever kind of salt you like. A tablespoon of sweet paprika, a tablespoon of smoked paprika, 2 tablespoons of onion powder, 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, a tablespoon of parsley, a teaspoon of mustard powder, dry mustard powder. This is a tablespoon of chili powder, tablespoon of cracked black pepper. And here's a tricky one. This is 2 teaspoons of Worcestershire sauce powder. And I get this online and I will leave a link below where you can find it. And a tablespoon of tomato powder. And I will also leave a link to where you can find this. Tomato powder is pretty easy to find. I don't know that you can get it in the grocery store, but I know that you can buy it online. Or you can make your own. So just like any other spice mix, we're going to start off, we're going to put our salt in there. And then I'm going to gather up all of my other spices. Into my jar. I counted my tablespoons to make sure I had enough room in that jelly jar for them. And this is simple. I mean, it looks pretty right now. See all those striations, but now we're just gonna give this a good shake. There's your burger and fry seasoning. It's all in there, just like that. You know, I didn't use hardly any Worcestershire sauce powder. It's just enough It gives you that richness. Your Worcestershire sauce has so many different ingredients and different levels of flavor. That's amazing. You can totally taste everything. It really does.
What is that? What's in there?
You can taste everything from the tomato powder to the Worcestershire, everything. It has a tiny little bit of smokiness from that smoked paprika. If you wanted, you could add either smoked salt in place of a portion of the regular salt, or you could add smoked powder. And I've used both of those in seasoning blends before, and they're very easy to find as well. That, my friends, sprinkle this on everything this summer. You're gonna love it.